Morning to everyone. Today we have a very interesting and a very um intoxicating Murli, I would say, from 10th of December 1992, titled Stay in the Awareness of Being the Ancestor and Worship Worthy Ones and Give alokik sustenance to everyone. Sometimes I find that Baba uses a very interesting choice of words to address us, to speak to us, to give us all these elevated titles and tags. So we will try to mark some of those very interesting words from the Murli today. And in fact, I can encourage you all to, if you all want, you all can make some notes, draw some doodles, make some graphics, and just be very expressive. As we are listening to the Murli, and as we are listening, this is not just an ordinary Murli. This is God speaking to us. God is speaking to children who belong to God. So it is but natural that God uses the most elevated words to express love and to uplift these souls, these very handpicked souls from across the world who are going to be Baba's helpers, whom Baba has said that you are the foundation, you are the ancestor, and you are also worship worthy. And a very interesting word has occurred many times today in the Murli: sustenance, palna. पूर्वज हो तो पालना देना है. And how to give that palna, and what is the meaning of being an ancestor soul. We really like to use this word ancestor, and it's a very empowering word. We use it in lokik, we use it in alokik, uh, we use it to address our seniors whom we have seen, whom we have not seen, those ancestors who have made this foundation of the yajna for us. So they have given the sustenance to us. And actually, when I was reading the Murli, at one point I became a little emotional, which is a very rare thing, that our ancestors have left behind a legacy for us. And now we have the crown of being an ancestor. And we have to give the same sustenance that we have received to other souls who don't even know Baba. So it's an emotional connect that souls have with each other. It's a very deep spiritual connection that souls have towards each other. Sometimes we might call a friend and we never know what a simple conversation might do for them. That is also sustenance. Sometimes we sustain through food, sometimes we sustain through our companionship, through our friendship, sometimes we sustain through our words. But the most powerful sustenance and the easiest one in this kind of a situation is Mansa Seva, that every one of us has been doing for the last so many months. And that is actually reaching out to the souls who are really in need of it. So let's see what Baba has to speak to ancestor souls today. Today, Baba, the creator of the world, is seeing elevated creation. And as we speak and as we hear the Murli, I will encourage you all to kind of start to visualize it in your mind, whatever Baba is saying. Create some scenes in your mind space. Your mind is a screen, and try to bring some images, try to create some scenes and some images of your own when you listen, when we are listening and Baba is speaking to us. Out of the entire creation, you Brahmin souls are the most elevated creation, because you souls are the ancestor souls of the world. In the first line itself, Baba has given such an elevated Swaman. So this will become my Swaman for today. I am an ancestor soul. मैं एक पूर्वज आत्मा हूँ. On one hand, you are the ancestors, and together with that, you are also worship worthy. One more Swaman. Purvaj or Pujya. The foundation, that is, the roots of this cyclic tree, are you Brahmin souls. One more Swaman. I am the foundation. मैं जड़ हूँ, मैं फाउंडेशन हूँ इसका, इस पूरे Brahmin, the Brahmin family and of this entire Kalpa tree. I am the foundation, I am the base. You, the trunk, are the main support of this tree. And this is why you are the ancestors of all souls. Within the world cycle, it is through you, ancestor souls, that the other souls who are called the special. Now, this entire paragraph is very, very interesting. Who are called the special religious founders also receive Baba's message. On the basis of this, according to the time, those religious fathers become the instruments to give a message to the souls of their own religions. Just as Brahma Baba is the great great grandfather, you Brahmin souls are the companions of Brahma Baba. And this is why you are remembered as the ancestor souls. The ancestor souls, whether directly or indirectly, have a connection with all souls. See? So that is why it all makes a lot of sense, because when we sit for Vishwa Yog, Vishwa Kalyan ke prati yog jo hum karte hain, evening, the evening yog that happens in Madhuban, Vishwa Shanti ka yog it is called, that we have been doing for such a long time. It actually is a way to connect with the souls of the world, not just the souls of my city, my state, my country, my region, but to reach out to the entire planet. All twigs and branches of a tree definitely have a relationship with the roots and the trunk, whether it is a small or a big twig, tal talia, or a branch of any religion. Each one naturally has a relationship. Therefore, you are the ancestors. After claiming a right to the kingdom for half the cycle, you become worship worthy souls. So, because of this, claiming a right to the kingdom, I become this worship worthy souls. In being worship worthy as well, souls of no other religion are worshipped in the way. Now, Baba is very elaborately explaining what is worship, what is the kind of worship that lots of souls are worshipped, lots of deities are worshipped, right? So it's all very correlated. Every yug in the Kalp is correlated with each other. It has a deep connection, it has logical connection with one another. In being worship worthy as well, souls of no other religion are worshipped in the way that you are worshipped. Not even any one of the religious fathers are worshipped accurately according to the method in the way that you worship worthy souls are. How intoxicating is that? Take a moment and think about this and just allow this feeling to sink in. Worship accurately in a method, in a certain method. No other souls of any other religion are worshipped in this way. You Brahmins who become the companions in Baba's task are the ones who are worshipped in the form of gods and goddesses accurately according to the method. Sometimes just for fun, sometimes we Brahmin souls, some of our Brahmin friends, whenever there is a religious event or a function or a festival coming, we just try to, pull each other's leg and say, you are this devta, you are this deity, you will become this, and I will become this, and I am Shankar, and you are Narayan, and so on and so forth. And there are so many small and big deities and gods and goddesses, some of whom I am not even probably aware of. There are so many worship across the world, not just in India, but across the world. But as we all are very well aware of this, not all these gods and goddesses who are worshipped have a temple dedicated to them. There are some who have a very small temple somewhere in the corner of a street or on a roadside, and people just worship them from a distance as they're just walking past. They don't have a special dedicated time or a slot allotted ki, okay, next 1 hour I'm going to spend in the temple or something like that. So these are also worship worthy souls. But we, Baba's children particularly, are worshipped in a certain method. And Baba is also explaining why is that so. None of the companions of the other religious fathers, nor the souls who sustain the religions, are worshipped accurately according to the method. They are praised. Their statuses are created. But they do not become worship worthy in the same way as you. You are praised and also worshipped. The method of the praise of you Brahmin souls is the most unique. The praise of you deity souls happens in the most beautiful way with the singing of devotional songs and arti. Other souls are not praised in this way. Why does this happen? Other souls are not praised or worshipped in this way. Why does this happen? Because you, the elevated creation, are the ancestors and worship worthy souls. You Brahmin souls are the souls of the beginning, Adi, Adi Dev, Adi Devi. और इन लौकिक जैसे इष्ट देव, ये हमारे इष्ट देव है, ये हमारी इष्ट देवी है, ये हमारी कुल देवी है, कुल देवता है. So there is a special importance given to these kind of deities, है ना? You Brahmin souls are the souls of the beginning because you became the instruments to be cooperative with Adi Dev Brahma in his elevated task. है ना? In your eternal form, you remain extremely close to the Supreme Soul. So, some interesting words that have emerged so far is ancestor soul, foundation, support system, yeah, intoxication, accurately, one of Baba's favorite word, accurately, and close. We remain close to the Supreme Soul. We remain close to Paramatma. That is why we have this special importance given to us. Then sustenance. Sustenance is also one word that has emerged a lot, and it's a very interesting. These are all in hidden form. These are all very elevated swamans that I can take up. Say, for example, if I want to have a 1 day Pursharth, daily basis, I make a plan. Baba says, make a plan for your Pursharth, make a plan for your yoga, make a plan for an 8-hour yoga every day, and so on. So when I make this plan, I am able to actually feel the swaman that Baba has given. And it's very intoxicating. When I sit for yoga, especially when I sit for yoga to meditate for the souls of the world, if I'm an ancestor, that has a different kind of an empowering. In your eternal form, you remain extremely close to the Supreme Soul. In the picture of the souls, which souls are shown to be the closest of all? Which souls are shown to be the closest of all? Which souls? Are you those souls? Are you a little further away? Are the Pandavas a part of that? Do you reside close in Paramdham? Are all of you there? Do you remember for sure? In your eternal form also, you are extremely close. The double foreigners call this being nearest and dearest. So, are you like this? Now, until here was an explanation of who we are. Now, the task of ancestors. So, here Baba will explain what we have to do. So, how about we take a few moments to recollect what Baba has said so far and to get into that feeling. Foundation, ancestors, worship worthy, support system, close to the Supreme Soul. Were you able to imagine yourself as a tree? I'm the trunk, I am the main support, I am the root, I am the pillar, I am the spine of this world tree, Kalpavriksha tree. What is the task of the ancestors? What do the ancestors do? The ancestors sustain everyone. The sustenance of seniors is well known. Are all of your ancestor souls sustaining all souls? Or do you sustain only those students who come to you? Very important question for reflection. Or do you sustain souls who are in connection and relationship? Or are you the ancestors and are you the ancestors? The ancestors of the souls of the entire world? Or are you the ancestors of Brahmin souls? है ना? So Baba is allowing us to check this. This is actually a feeling of being unlimited. Behad, behad ka bhav, behad ki bhavna. So Baba wants us to not just check when I am doing Mansa Seva, for when I say I'm doing Mansa Seva for the souls of the world, am I actually being very limited to serving the souls who I know, who are close to me, physically close to me, known to me, in my proximity, etc.? Or am I being very unlimited in my vision and serving and reaching out to the souls of the entire world? Because as a Brahmin soul, as an ancestor, that is what I'm supposed to do. Are the roots and the trunk for the entire tree, or the trunk is just for itself? Who are they for? They are for the whole tree, right? They are for all branches and twigs. So this is a very interesting analogy that we can actually have a discussion on. Are the roots and trunk for the entire tree, or the trunk just for itself? What is the meaning of when Baba says this? Who are they for? They are for the whole tree. They are for all branches and twigs. Through the roots and the trunk, do only a few branches and twigs receive water? What do you think is the meaning of receiving water? Very sweet comparison. Through the roots and the trunk, only a few branches or twigs receive water. Who is the root? Who is the trunk? What is the water? Or do the leaves of the entire tree receive water? What is the meaning of leaves? Leaves are on the periphery, right? Uh, the last part of the tree. It starts from the roots all the way up to the trunk, and then the branches, and then the twigs, and the structure ends in the leaf or a flower. That is why Baba has used the analogy of leaf. Even the last soul of the tree should receive sustenance. Anjali. In Hindi, there is a very interesting word, Anjali. Anjali Dena. Receiving the sustenance from us to the very last tip of the tree. So if I start to visualize this, I will be able to actually see myself as a tree, because it's natural that Brahmin souls are the ones who give sustenance. Each one receives it. Have you seen a tree? Even the very last leaves also receive it. Do they not? So, do you have such unlimited intoxication, or do you become limited from unlimited? How much service do you have to do? Each leaf has to be given water. That is, if you are the instruments to sustain, that is, you are the instruments to sustain each and every soul. Isn't that exactly what we are doing right now? Every single day in our yoga, in our Amrit Vela yoga, in our Murli class yoga, in our evening yoga, we spend hours. And what are we actually, we Brahmin souls, we are in a very interesting um, time phase of this cycle. This is the end of the confluence age, of the Kali Yuga, of the cycle. It's the conclusion part of everything. And towards the conclusion part, ancestors are doing the job of giving sustenance in a very unlimited manner to the souls of the entire world. So I think this is not just an intoxication, but it's also a very big responsibility. And God has given me this responsibility. This itself is a very beautiful realization, isn't it? When you meet or see souls of any other religion, do your ancestor souls have the experience that all souls are the progeny of your great great grandfather? That is, you Brahmin souls are also, now this is a little funny, you Brahmin souls are also master great great grandfathers, that is ancestors. So today I will be ancestor conscious. है ना? Do you experience all of them to belong to you, or do just the Brahmin souls belong to you? Yes, we all have a very deep connection with each other as Brahmins, and it's a very uh, Hindi mein they say it is a gadgad feeling, like a very joyous kind of a happy feeling that I'm a part of the Brahmin tree, I'm a part of the Brahmin family, I'm a part of the Brahmin clan. I am a Brahmin and I have a family, Baba's own family. We call each other brothers, sisters, right? We are a family. But along with that, I also am a part of the world family, the bigger family. Since all are brothers, you ancestor souls are senior brothers. That is Bap Saman. Since all are brothers, you ancestor souls are the senior brothers, that is Bap Saman. Bap Saman. How beautiful is that? Experience this awareness in your practical life and give others this experience also. What sustenance do we receive from the ancestors now? What is the form of sustenance of all you ancestor souls? Now, this para explains about what is the meaning of sustenance. Some very interesting words Baba has used here. Hmm? What is the basis of sustenance in Lokik life? To give sustenance means to make someone powerful. Now, let us take a minute and try to understand what Baba is saying here. To give sustenance means to make someone powerful. किसी को पालना देना माना कि उसे शक्तिशाली बनाना, आपने समान, like yourself, आप समान. Because when I'm giving sustenance, that soul automatically starts to feel very elevated and very powerful. And I'm very sure, without even asking any one of you, We all have been in that kind of a situation at some point of time in our Brahmin life as a Brahmin, that we have given sustenance to someone else, isn't it? It's through food, or through our words, or through our companionship, or just a chat, or anything. Different things become instrumental and the medium for us to give sustenance. And if we really want to give sustenance, then Baba will make sure that it happens. So I am empowering someone. When I'm giving them this sustenance, sometimes I may not even realize that I'm giving them sustenance. But I am subconsciously making them powerful. I am empowering them. I am bringing them back to their original real form, a pure and powerful soul. You can make someone powerful through sustenance, through any method or through any facility, food or study or practical form. The sustenance the soul receives, practical form of sustenance that the soul receives, power, and the body becomes powerful. The soul will be powerful, the body also will be powerful. So the practical form of sustenance is to make others powerful. In this way, what is the method of sustenance of you ancestor souls? The form of alokik sustenance is to fill souls with all the powers received from the Father. So this was lokik sustenance, and this is alokik sustenance. How do I sustain souls? By filling them with the powers that I have received from Baba. Give sustenance to any soul with whichever power is needed and at whatever time it is needed. This is something very, very interesting that Baba has time and again um, explained, reminded us of, emphasized, that gives the souls the power that is needed at that point of time. Not every power is needed by every soul at every point of time, but to be able to discern that and to be able to give that, है ना? Not everyone can do. We are empowered by Baba to be able to give this kind of sustenance. So, do you know how to give such sustenance? Your ancestors, are you not? Or are you juniors? Are all of you this, or does it apply to only some special souls? Are the Pandavas ancestors, Shakti ancestors? So, your ancestors know how to give sustenance, do you not? Do you only sustain your center, or the souls of the entire world? Do you have so much strength? Pandavas and mothers, do you only sustain your household, or do you sustain the souls of the entire world? What do you do? Do you sustain the world? Your time is spent in looking after the household. Is it like that? At the present time, all the souls, Baba said this in 92, at the present time, all the souls are in need of sustenance from you, ancestor souls. All of you listen with interest to the news about what is happening. But after listening to the news, did the ancestor souls sustain everyone? Baba knows everything that we are doing, है ना? And Baba will actually catch us at the very crucial point, listening to the news with interest. But after listening, what did I do? Did I take some action? Did I have compassion? Did I have mercy? Did I do Mansa Seva? At the time of peacelessness, the special task of you ancestor souls happens automatically. That is, you have to become occupied in the service of sustaining others just at the time of peaceless, just as at the time of peacelessness, the police and the military think that their task is to create peace in the situation of peacelessness. They arrive according to the orders, and they become alert in their service with special attention. You heard the news, but did you become alert in service? Now Baba is directly comparing us to whom? To the official peacekeepers of any country, the law, the military. So imagine these administration, these guys, they are considered as the most special souls in any country, isn't it? They are given so much of importance. They are considered so much, we all have so much feelings for them, isn't it? But they protect the country without any bias, without any judgment. Likewise, why has Baba compared? Because the qualities of these systems, the military, the peacekeepers, the police, we have to imbibe in ourselves, which means selflessness, dedication, alertness, and love for the duty. They say it's not our job, it's our duty, it's our responsibility. We have to protect. They will not ask you who you are, where are you belonging from, where are you coming from, what is your background. It is their duty to protect us, and so they protect us. Likewise, as an ancestor soul, as an empowered soul, it is our duty to safeguard souls right now from the sorrow, the pain, and the suffering that they are attacked with. They suddenly find themselves in overwhelming situations. And you never know, when you are praying for the souls of the entire world, your prayers, your blessings will reach to the ones who you care for at the right moment. And you were probably not even conscious about it. But it will go there because you're consciously doing it. Did you simply take pleasure in listening? Did you remember your ancestor status? Did you sustain all souls with the power of peace? Or do you keep thinking, this happened there, that happened there? It is an absolute necessity for us souls to do service at such time. Did you do special service? Okay, Baba uses the word us. So Baba also wants to do this with us. And this word us itself is very powerful. The moment you say, let us do it, half the job is already done. When you say, okay, I am here, I'm sitting here, I'm your supervisor, etc., or manager, and please you go ahead and do this. Probably they will not even do it wholeheartedly. They will hesitate, they will do it half-heartedly. They will do it, but they will do it half-heartedly. But the moment you say us, they feel involved, they feel proactive, they suddenly become very alert. It is an absolute necessity for us souls to do service at such time, which means Baba is also doing it with us. Did you do special service through your attitude and through the power of your mind? Or did you just carry on with your remembrance and service according to the method in the usual way? So Baba wants to uplift us from the ordinary. You are the spiritual social workers. So did the spiritual social workers do their extra special social service? Did you consider yourselves to have such responsibility? Or did you think that you will do it if you receive a program? Many times I keep telling some of my friends and family who are in Gyan that don't wait for instructions to come from Madhuban. We have to do this, we have to do that, we have to prepare ourselves, we have to keep stock at home, and we have to do this service. We can do it ourselves also. It is understood. है ना? At such times, you should become alert in your service within 1 second. This is the responsibility of your ancestor souls. So, did you do something extra in this way, or did you do something only according to the timetable? And Shanmubai shared something very beautiful and very doable, practical. Find these moments of 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes in your daily activities to connect. Whether you connect with Baba, whether you want to give do Mansa Seva or anything, but it's not necessary we get overwhelmed and say, oh, how am I going to find this time? But this time already exists within our schedule. These little moments when we are mentally free. engaging myself consciously will actually, what happens is, it will become natural. Like Dadis used to say that it is very natural for me to be constantly connected with Baba at all times. I may be in front of you speaking to you, but I am with Baba because they have had years and years of experience of and practice of doing this. And um, when this becomes natural, I actually start to enjoy it. I look forward to having these moments, these little free, these empty spaces. They are already there in the schedule. I just have to find them, pick them, and use them. Very simple. Even now, there is upheaval in the world, and from time to time, this upheaval is going to increase. Now, in 92 itself, Baba, maybe there's something that happened over there at that time, and Baba said this, but it can't be more true than this as of today, isn't it? It looks like Baba is talking to us in the present and real time. है ना? And so the duty of you souls at such time is to fill souls with the power of peace, tolerance, and courage. If some of you may have caught up on the latest news before sleeping last night, you might have this feeling that uh, Baba is just answering all my questions. Baba knows exactly what is going on and what I need to tell my children to do. You know? Become a lighthouse and give everyone the light of peace. So, what we can do is we can take a moment to become a lighthouse right now. Do you understand what you have to do? Now, fulfill your responsibility and your duty with a fast speed so that souls receive the comfort of spiritual power so that they experience cool water at the time of burning fire of sorrow. Can you do this? Can you do this from a distance? Or are you only able to do when you go in front of them? Maybe Baba at that time didn't know that this will be a situation where we cannot see or meet anyone. And yet Baba has already asked us to do this kind of service and be independent of a circumstance where we think we can do seva only when we do it offline, or when only when we have some kind of facility or some kind of support system to be able to do this. Today we are connected with technology. Suppose tomorrow even this collapses. Will we stop doing this service? It's such a practical thing that Baba has said. You are doing it, but now the upheaval is becoming intense. So your service should also become more intense. Do you understand what the sustenance of the ancestors is? So as the upheaval becomes intense, our service should also become very intense. Because why? Because we are more powerful than the circumstances outside. And we all already know that. It should not be that you say that you are ancestors, but you are not able to give sustenance. No, the task of the ancestors is to give power through sustenance, that is, to give others the experience of the power of being able to go beyond situations through their own elevated, powerful stage. Many times when we interact with a friend or someone in our circle, as we speak with them, we realize that this soul already has it in them. It's just that it has to be surfaced and emerged and employed at the time of need. Some souls are very resilient and very powerful, but they just have to be reminded about that. And that is our job, to remind them of how powerful they are. They are above these situations and circumstances and sorrow. A sorrow cannot be as strong and powerful as I am. I am above and beyond all these things. Every soul. Acha, to all the souls of the beginning. Now, this is a summarization of all the somangs that Baba has been giving so far. To all the souls of the beginning, from all four corners, who are the helpers of Adi Dev Brahma, to the ancestor souls who are the foundation of all souls, to the souls who constantly have the elevated attitude of unlimited service, to the elevated worship worthy souls who are worshipped accurately according to the method, to the souls who are the spiritual social servers. Bapdada's love, remembrances, and namaste. From us souls, love, remembrances, and namaste to Bapdada. Baba is addressing the Dadis. At the present time, the special task of you, the children of the merciful Father, is of having mercy for all souls. You have special mercy for souls who are ignorant and who do not have knowledge. What do those who are merciful do? Mercy means to give courage in any way, to give power to weak souls. This is being merciful. The thoughts of sorrow of the souls reach the souls who are master bestowers of happiness, master sukh ke data. Just as there are waves of sorrow, in the same way, special souls should have the waves of special service. We have to give, we have to do something. Each one of you has to check what extra service you did in your chart. Ordinary service continues anyway, but at the present time, pay special attention through the atmosphere and your attitude. Through this, the stage of the self will automatically become powerful. Have you spread such waves? You become the kings of the world, and so these waves should be spread for all souls. Now, there is a hidden connection here where Baba is trying to say to us, you are the ancestors of all these souls. They are the ones who will be receiving your sustenance. At the same time, I am going to be the ruler of the world, and these souls will be my subjects, my kingdom, or my citizens, the citizens of my kingdom. And so a king also gives sustenance. So whatever the title, a king or an emperor of the or the Maharaja of the world or the foundation or the soul, it all means one thing. I have to give sustenance and power to the souls of the world. You know, these are like small children who are helpless, and they need my support. So just by extending one finger also, it can mean a lot. No soul should remain deprived. No matter which religions the souls belong to, they are your progeny. No matter which religion souls belong to, the roots are only one. Are there such waves? Attention, please. Baba speaks so sweetly. So, one of our very sweet dadis, the ancestor, literally the ancestor of the Yagya, Ishu Dadi, she has been taking treatment at the hospital at Ahmedabad, and according to the drama, she left for uh, Baba's lab yesterday evening, 8 o'clock, and they had been announcing in Madhuban for quite some time in the Murli class that let us all, meditate for Dadi, and those who are also with her in the hospital, her caretakers, the sisters with her, and everyone else. And according to the scene in the drama, uh, she has also joined Baba's uh, advance party. It will be, preparing for the golden age for all of us to go, isn't it? So let us um, have a few minutes of silence in her memory, and then we can share. We can start sharing our thoughts. Om Shanti. So I cannot resist from sharing this small thing that yesterday evening I happened to call a friend um, after a very very long time, after months, and it's not that we have a very uh, constant connection or something. We just speak a few times in a year. But surprisingly, I mean, I've been hearing these things and experiences from people, but when I see something in practical is when the reality actually sinks in. So when I called my friend, it was just out of the blue that I called them, and to my surprise, they were so happy that I have called them, and they said that the moment they saw my call, they actually thanked God a million times. Because later on they explained why. They said most of the people I know are just going away, just like that. Families, the size of families are shrinking. Yesterday there were four people, today there are just two, and that is a very overwhelming. That's a very rude shock. So they said that when I see anyone's call on my phone, I actually thank God for keeping them safe and alive. And I had no idea that it would make such a big difference. And all throughout the call, they were just saying thanks to me 1,000 times for just, taking care of myself, or being there, or whatever. In all these years, it did not make so much of a difference. But this time, that person had completely changed, because they were right in the middle of what is happening right now. And they thanked, and I also thanked. I don't know what I was thankful for. I was just very grateful for everything, I think, around me. There are some chat messages. Would Ami Ben, Rakhi Ben, would you like to read them?
Can I
Before that,
just ask
anybody
one
else would
question?
like?
Yes,
Sanjay.
Om Shanti. Sister, you just read out that give the souls the power which is needed at that time, not all the powers, right? So, but when I sit for meditation, I keep I just imagine that बाबा से सब शक्तियों का वरदान प्राप्त कर रही हूँ, और इन शक्तियों को मैं तड़पती हुई आत्माओं को दान दे रही हूँ. Is my visualization right then?
Absolutely. Baba
Because you
has just
said give the soul, give the souls the power which is needed at that time, not all the powers. So when I say मैं सर्व शक्तियों का दान दे रही हूँ, means would it be all right?
it will, your dan will reach out to particular souls at the time they need it and in the method they need it. So Baba is explaining one of the methods to do this, because we will not know who requires what.
Okay,
so
right.
What you are doing is absolutely, it's a very unlimited feeling.
Okay.
And it's nothing, there is nothing wrong. But anyone else would like to address this point based on experience?
Yeah. Om Shanti. Yesterday from the Madhuban, there was all of a sudden very, Zoom meeting to give empowering Sakash from Shrikant Bhai, head of this park. So they immediately called all of us, and what we did, first of all, he did for the medical doctors and nurses and the support systems. And then what we were doing, we were using the different somanas, and we had shared this Baba's energy in various groups. And after that, those affected, those have left their mortals, to peace for them. And those affected with that, so many depression cases, they say na, tan man dhan sambandh, all four things, they are suffering more than COVID patients. People with them, they are suffering, so we did for them different. But what I feel, as a new, like sister, she is asking, Sandhya sister, what she can do, she just remains soul conscious, very empowered, combined with Baba, that's it. No need to say or do anything. She just feels, Baba, your energy, and I also combine with you, it's reaching everywhere, whosoever wanting in whatever way. That's the easiest for her, because more we are one and one with Baba, he does the needful on his own. That's what I feel. Om Shanti.
Okay, thank you.
Om Shanti, can I just add something? What I have experienced is that when I've connected with Baba, and I get the feeling that, like the tree, like you very correctly pointed out, the root is the same, and then you have to spread the sustenance all around, and that means empowering the other person. So what I've started doing, like every day from 4:30 to 5, I've made this little open group where people of all religions, all people are just coming together and just praying together. And basically what is happening is the energy, what Baba has taught us with the purity of the soul and that gyan, but without using any specific god's goddess name or even Baba's name, to be honest, which I've taken the clarity directly from Baba that I need not do that, because I've seen that the participation of the people reduces the moment you say it is this or that. So when you just don't say anything and just say universal energy, they're not only joining, and I keep telling them that now you spread it further. Don't just do this and now you do it for yourself and now make another 50 people join. I think what is important here is to spread that soul consciousness in whichever way we can. And that is the true Baba's essence of even your today's Murli. I could immediately connect when you were saying those things. And whenever I have even a little gray doubt, I don't look at centers. I'll be very frank and I may be wrong, but I don't look at centers and Madhuban for guidance. I just go in a trance. I just talk to Baba. He tells me what is to be done, and that's it. I don't clarify from anybody. I just start doing it. You know, that's what's been working for me.
Being
Om
proactive.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti, sister.
Am I audible?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Sister, can we have right now this, Mansa Seva at this present situation? Means it will be like a good guidance for we lockdown students or children of Baba. In how we can do the Mansa Seva in accurate way, which is in all combined form, as Ami sister said now. How we can do it accurately? Because everybody is having their own perception and their own way. So, can we have that practical Mansa Seva right now for a few minutes?
Ben, Rakhi Ben, Ramesh Bhai.
We can have this while we're doing the meditation through Anand.
I am glad she brought this point up. Actually, she's very practical and right. Maybe what we can do is just a suggestion. The closing meditation that we do every day is the time that we can dedicate. You know, irrespective of how many minutes, etc. Let us not be conscious about that. But yes, this is something that we as a small group can definitely do. We should be doing it actually. So the closing meditation that we do every day in silence, because silence itself is very powerful. So, you know, any other thoughts, any other suggestions?
Sister, for Saturdays and Sunday, if we have a first day, then one day we can dedicate like sister's hearty desire. So why not? One whole day we can do either on Sunday or wherever we can make one day more extra for this. And for Murli, I want to share one point before the time goes. I felt today Murli was read in that spirits of like Mama used to do. You were not there, and Mama took over, and it was such wonderful. Saraswati sat on your tongue, and it was very energetic and beautiful experience. And I was posted in Hyderabad when these riots were there. We were in army. I could feel that bloodshed myself, even once we were attacked, and so much of problems
1992.
and everything. So thank you for, you were kind of Baba, through you were making us intoxication at the highest, that we are those ancestors, and the shamans were being awakened. It was very nice feel. And last sentence for Ishu Dadima, last year we had met. She's so humble. Can you believe it?
Yes.
My husband, he went for the first time, and they said he's from army. She saluted him with both the hands, and I can't tell you the feelings I went through. It was such a nice feeling. See the innocence from Dadima. She's saluting from the both hands. What they have given us, how we can give them back. So Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti.
Dadis, all our dadis have. Actually, I would like to say this. I've had this in my mind for a very long time, and I've shared this with a few souls that dadis have not gone anywhere. Nobody has gone anywhere. They are all with us. They're right here with us. We go to Madhuban today, and we will actually feel that they are all around us. They're all with us, right with us. Only the form has changed. They are connected with us in the avyakta form now. And because they are avyakt, they are able to be present with everyone rather than being in a sakar in a limited form.
I totally agree with this, because I know Gulzar Didi, when I'm in a deep meditation, and the others, they actually come and talk to you, and you don't feel that they are not there. They are there with all of us. Om Shanti.
Yes, Sister Shivani, that was just obviously they are much more than time. They are with us in subtle ways. Like Brahma Baba got Avyak 100,000 times more. We feel his sustenance. It's fine. That was just for a moment, just for a second. You know, I how to feel we got such. That was for a second. Today in Amrit Vela, I saw her just sitting in the lap of Baba, so beautifully, so empowering. And yes, indeed, they are much more with us, supporting us. Om Shanti.
Yes.
I hope everyone is done with their sharing. Shivani
Anyone
Ben?
wants to say something?
Om Shanti angels, very beautiful sharing from every one of you. True, being ancestor souls, we have to safeguard the other souls of the world. And Baba says it's our duty to fill the souls with power of peace, tolerance, and courage. So if we don't know what to give, we can give this tree. It will be beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Shivani Ben, are you taking up the meditation?
Anji.
Okay.
So this is one of the songs that used to come in Sakar Murlis. I think one of Baba's favorite songs, and it has a very deep meaning in each and every word. If you sink in, it has a very deep meaning. So let us try to be absorbed in the feeling and the essence of this song. And I try to sing it actually without the background music, but I'm sure the music will automatically start playing in our heads, right? Please excuse if things go a little up and down, but मरना तेरी गली में, जीना तेरी गली में, मरना तेरी गली में, मिट जाएंगे हमारी दुनिया तेरी गली में, दुनिया तेरी गली में, मरना तेरी गली, मरना तेरी गली में, जीना तेरी गली में, मरना तेरी गली। आए हैं तेरे दर पे हम जिंदगी लुटाने, तू देखे या ना देखे, तू जाने या ना जाने, पूरा करेंगे हम तो वादा तेरी गली में, मरना तेरी गली में। दिल से तेरी मोहब्बत कम उम्र भर न होगी। हम तुझ पे मर मिटेंगे, तुझको खबर न होगी। मरने के बाद होगा चर्चा तेरी गली, मरना तेरी गली, मरना तेरी गली में, जीना तेरी गली में, मरना तेरी गली में। मिट जाएगी हमारी दुनिया तेरी गली में, मरना तेरी गली। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Thank you, Shivani Ben. Thank you, all of you. See you tomorrow at 5:30. Have a good day.
Om Shanti. Good. Have a blessed day too. Om Shanti.